All right, it's Professor Hancock again, going over, well, we just launched a little lecture on module 1 through 6, and now we're just going through and doing some of the labs. Today this video is going to be covering Packet Tracer 4.6.5, connect a wired and wireless LAN. Alright, so one thing I have done is I pre-read some of this stuff, right? And that's just because I only have 15 minutes to do the whole video, right? So, basic format of the plan, we see all of our devices over here. They're named as such, and we see what ports they're connecting and IP addresses that they have. Alright. So, we're going to connect the cloud. Alright, we're going to use an Ethernet cable. So, we're going to come down here to our connections. And we're going to go through straight through cable. And we're just going to connect router 0, F00 to cloud Ethernet 6. Alright, bam. Now we're going to connect the cloud coax 7 to modem port 0. So, we're going to come down here to the coaxial cable. Boom, and that's the blue one. And we're going to come down here to coaxial 7 and modem. Alright, done. Green lights, green lights. Connect router 0 to router 1 on the serial. So, let's go over here to serial DCE. I'm just using the DCE because it's the first one. One is going to be a DCE and one is going to be a DTE. And what that does is keep up with the timing of the system, the routers. Alright, we're done. Got green light, green light. And we're going to connect router 0 to Netacad server, Netacad PKA. Alright, so we're going to come down here and what are we going to do? Alright, so this is not a auto according to our reading. So we're going to fast Ethernet and fast Ethernet. Boom. So remember, light devices are crossover cables, and unless you have auto MDIX now, right? Auto MDIX automatically configures the NIC card to transmit over opposite wires. So connect router 0 to the config terminal. Alright, so we're going to come over here and we're going to connect our RS232 to our console port in the back of that router. Bam. And we're good. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Connect the remaining devices. Alright, so we're going to come over here, and I believe that is fiber. Fast Ethernet 01, and we see that by them 2 prongs. Remember, fiber always has a minimum of 2 cables, one transmit, one receive. Normally, you're going to use fiber to connect switch to switch and switch to router just for speed, right, and performance. Alright, so router 1 to switch F1. Alright, cable modem to the wireless modem. Alright, so that's going to be a straight through cable. You know that from your home. A cable company sends you that little modem, and it has a straight through cable in it, and you're just going to connect that to the internet port of your wireless. Because it has an internet port, we can assume that this is like a Netgear or Linksys. Cisco do not label their connections as internet ports. Alright, Ethernet 1. Alright, so we're going to come over here and get another straight through cable. Alright, we've done that. Wireless router Ethernet 1, the family. Alright, so we'll come over to Ethernet 1, the family PC, and that connection. And it looks like we are running up and down. Alright, so I'm going to check out this family PC. Alright, we got an IP address there. And what is going on? Let's see. Boom. Ping. And remember that dynamic name translation allows us to type in names as well. That's not working, so we're just gonna go break, and then we're gonna do a ping 10.0.0.254. One thing I like about ping in these is that it lets you see the process. Remember, that switch is checking this MAC address list. Do I know the destination? Do I know where 10.0.0.254 is? No. I forward out every port but what it came in. And I'm also verifying that computer that just transmitted. I'm looking at my MAC address table, seeing if it's on there. If it's not, I'm going to record it and put the port number in, right? All that's kind of going on behind the scenes. And open the home PC, prompt ping the switch. Alright, let's do home PC. And let's just ping. We're just going through the motions now. Ping. What's the switch? Ping 172.16.0.2. And once again, boom, it's fresh, so it doesn't have a MAC address table, so now it's kind of loading it up. Alright, don't know where it's at. I'm forwarding out all ports except the one that came through. Boom. And now I'm registering both of them devices. And that's kind of what's going to happen, because when you do a ping, the other side of the other device has to respond. So if it's able to respond, it responds, and now the switch has that source as well. Alright. Family PC. And the rest of it is just going back through the physical layer. Boom. Alright, home city. Collect. Let's inspect the cloud. Wow, that's all the cloud is. Sweet. One switch. Alright. Secondary network. And alright. Switch a router. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, and there it is, the little Linksys. I told you. Look at a printer, 2 PCs, and a laptop somewhere. Was that a laptop in that picture? Boom, boom. Let's go back to logical. No, it wasn't. It's just a wireless PC. Alright, and a printer. Alright, so we see all that. And that completes it. As we see, we at 100%. And remember, sometimes I go beyond what the lab says, but you're just doing exactly what the lab says. You just follow step by step, right? So we got 80 out of 80, and that concludes Packet Tracer, CCNA1 Packet Tracer 4.6.5. Connect a wired and a wireless LAN. Boo, 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 boo. The more you know.